one of the sickest films that is coming from the UK scene, directed by a guy by the name of John Shaw. Well, basically, he has taped a video diary of a sadistic killer, where we see uh, a female corpse that ultimately we end up uh, learning that this corpse also has a corpse inside her corpse that is the dead dead baby fetus of whatever was uh, with her for 6 to 9 months. So I know that this is a touchy subject and definitely an out there film. So it's kind of hard to describe, but I'll show you the cover of it. From DIY Productions, Jan Chaos, who does his own extreme, perversely fucked up films. He helps distribute some of the most extreme artists out there, and he got the permission from the director to produce 30 copies of this film, and they are already sold out. And I was able to pick up one of these copies, and I am even though it is fucked up, I am kind of glad that I did. I mean, you have this guy who evidently is takes this dead corpse and he literally takes out his penis and he fucks the vagina of this dead corpse, and then goes to the eyes, shows you his tools of his trade, and then he takes out the eyes. And I know that the eye sockets are rubber, and I know some definitely much of the corpse pieces are rubber, but the skin and the eyelids of this corpse actually look real, at least to me. And he takes his tools and he takes the eyes out and he hooks them up on hooks, and you also see him take his tools and he takes and slices the chest open, takes out the large intestine, and tries to put the large intestine inside the pussy, or the vagina, or whatever you want to call it. And he also takes this dead fetus, dead baby out of the stomach area. And you can actually, while you see that he is actually cutting the chest of this little child open, you can actually see a skeleton and what looks like guts of this own child underneath. And so he takes the child and hooks him upside down on this hook. And then he explains that he still got the head of a police officer that was looking into and investigating him, and he skull fucks the skull of this policeman, and then you see him take and smush the brain fluid of another victim's head, and then you see him stick this head up near the corpse that he has already mutilated. Now, this film is in the vein of such films as gore horror or necromaniac or of that nature, and this film is filmed in black and white, as well as bits and pieces of color. But only when it needs to be. Now, there is sort of a score behind the film that I thought definitely went with it, and at least one or two metal songs that play during the skullfuck scene and the sawing of the head of this corpse. So I was definitely surprised with how real it all looked. It was definitely definitely different. There is a love for this kind of film out there, and it's grotesque. It's it's not that I find that the film is funny, but you know, I've seen worse effects in films. I mean, though the eyes themselves looked fake, it wasn't until he pulled them out and you saw the sockets, it looked more real. You know, I mean, I thought that the effects in this film were definitely more lifelike, and I thought that the body looked like it was definitely bloody. I mean, the skin of this corpse, this rotting corpse, was definitely um, as grotesque looking as it should be. I mean, it actually looked like a freshly dead corpse. And though the child that came out of the stomach, that on the outside looked fake, but the inside of it, when you it surprised me that the inside of the child actually had a skeleton, and you actually could actually see what looks like guts. So I was impressed. I've I've seen worse with some films, and this is one of the most extreme, disturbing films that I've seen out there. I think this one tops um, even some of the things that Phil Stevens does art wise. Well, maybe yeah, and I think it tops some of Toe Tag's um, best films that are out there. So, in any case, definitely if you have a chance, there. It did come out with DIY Productions, but it has already been sold out. Now, if you can find a copy from someone that bought it from him, definitely check it out. If not, I heard this fall from Underground Gore Electors, which is a place that sells large VHS clamshell DVDs. Contact Daniel Kernan. And he will probably have 30 to 50 copies of his own in these VHS looking retro things. He'll probably have posters for it, and vice versa. Now, this is a message to that fuckhead who made a bootleg copy of it already. Stop doing that shit. It doesn't help these film directors. You fucking sicko. In any case, definitely check this film out if you have not. This is definitely one for the gore fans, and I'm definitely gonna see if I can check out some more films from this man, since there are more films to come. In any case, like and subscribe, and hopefully you enjoy my description of the film and my review. And I'm gonna show just a little bit on the back here. You can see that there are pictures for the film. So I got number 16, which was definitely reasonable. So in any case, like and subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed my review, definitely check out some of my other ones. In any case, thank you for listening, and have a great day, afternoon, or morning.